Are the smoothies tailored specifically to treat conditions along the ED spectrum? Meaning, would I choose one smoothie over another based upon the severity of my ED? And what role does age influence the effectiveness of the smoothies? So this is a great question, Charles. Thanks for this. Now, the effectiveness of the smoothies, remember, one of the big things that the smoothies, or even integrating the ingredients of the smoothies into your day-to-day life, the secret sauce is in that they're designed to help your body boost your body's ability to make more nitric oxide, to boost your body's ability to fight inflammation a little bit more. So when we're talking about erectile dysfunction, whether we're trying to boost testosterone levels, whether we're trying to make your body better able to use the testosterone available, it's all so connected that it's really hard to separate out, is this going to just be for ED? No. The smoothies are actually going to be they're going to improve blood pressure, they're going to help improve diabetes and blood sugar, they're going to help with a variety of different things, but all of the ingredients they've been specifically chosen based off of clinical data, clinical trials that have shown that these items help repair erectile function, right? So if you go and look at the list that I have in the front forward of the shopping list, and you go and Google these products and erectile dysfunction, you'll find a number of clinical studies that show just that, right? So they are based off of clinical data, just me using them through the years with gentlemen, but they're also based off of scientific studies that are based on these items. So that's a great question. And would I choose one smoothie over another based on the severity of my erectile dysfunction? Well, the cool thing about the smoothies are they are named specifically for what they are designed to help do. Like the Blacker the Berry smoothie is designed, it's using a little tongue in cheek there, but it's designed to kind of just help you get more volume, get more lift there. And I find that the Blacker the Berry smoothie and the Dick Up smoothie are the ones that are more so in the moment, the day of. Because remember, when they study the level of nitrates in your saliva and the nitric oxide production based off of food products and what you're taking in, remember that it takes around 3 to 4 hours for there to be maximal changes in the nitric oxide, in the body's ability to use those nitrates and nitrates to make nitric oxide. Now I'll say this, if you have a lot of gum disease, a lot of dental decay, a lot of changes in the mouth, and the bacteria is not there to use these items, then that's a sign too that maybe you need to look at the pathways involved in nitric oxide production. Remember, nitric oxide has to be there. Viagra, Cialis will not work if your body can't make nitric oxide. They haven't figured out a way to give us nitric oxide gas yet. All they've done is figured out that nitric oxide is such an amazing molecule, that it's such an amazing gas, that it's super duper important in the process of blood flow. They have implicated nitric oxide reduction. Your body's ability to make nitric oxide reduces over the years, and they've linked it to chronic diseases. They've linked it to hypertension, diabetes, erectile dysfunction, even some cancers. So nitric oxide, us getting to the bottom of where in your pathway nitric oxide production has gone wrong, not only helps improve blood flow to the D, but it also helps improve blood flow to the kidneys, to your eyeballs, to your heart even. There is a clinical study going on right now that's using nitrates to treat every condition that there is, really, because they're that convinced that nitric oxide is the secret sauce to longevity and to health. And it's very clear that it's the secret sauce to having erectile function. But unfortunately, as time goes by, as we age, as everybody ages, as women age, as men age, as we age, the body's ability to produce nitric oxide is cut in half. By the time you're in your 40s and 50s, it's been cut in half from when you were in your 20s. So then it becomes about, what can I do to boost those levels? What can I boost my body's ability to make it? And over brushing and using a bunch of fancy toothpastes and washing your mouth out with mouthwash that says it kills all the bacteria and all that is one of the first ways to go wrong with it, because we need to remember these are smoothies, not juices, because we need the mouth. We need the saliva to kind of activate the process. Then we need the stomach acid to activate the process even more. And then we need the body to absorb it properly. So if the gut is thrown off, there's not enough acid available, you've been relying on Prilosec, Pepcid, and all of these to block acid, well, that's a bad thing, because our body needs acid for so many different things, but nitric oxide is one of those things. So if you've been on those, you got to talk to your doctor about a plan to get off it. Maybe it's adding a little apple cider vinegar before you eat. Maybe it's adding some digestive enzyme or some betaine, Betaine, to your pre-meal mix. Maybe it's trying to reduce histamine in your diet and giving you some supplements to do that. Maybe it's repairing your gut. But if you're finding that you suspect that your body isn't able to make nitric oxide the way that it used to be, and that this pathway of trying to use the smoothies, use the green leafy vegetables, use the beets, use the celery, use the radishes, use the cabbage to try to get the nitrates on board, and you're still not seeing much outcome or change, and you've gone through the stiffen training, and you've done all the exercises, and you've done this, and you've tried this, and you've tried this, and nothing seems to be working, that's when you want to step back and see maybe this is a nitric oxide production issue and you really want to work on that. But I think that you simultaneously work on nitric oxide production while you're working to rehabilitate your erections, while you're working to kind of control your prostate swelling, while you're working to improve blood flow down there, while you're working to improve elasticity to the area, all of that together. So I say that to say this is not an overnight process. You know, an overnight process is what you may be used to do, where you pop a pill and it works. You know, that will get you only so far, and eventually you end up in a space where you're like, well, dang, it's not working anymore. What's going on here? Or it's not working like it used to. What's going on here? So you really want to hop on the issue the moment you start to notice it, and stop using Band-Aids to silence the issue, because those Band-Aids will only get you so far. You want to get to the root cause of the issue and help supplement those pathways so that you don't end up in a situation where first it's morning wood, and then it's the nighttime erections, and then you're starting to notice, well, hey, I'm not seeing that same type of movement I used to see. This is another reason why, if your prostate is waking you up 1 and 2 times a night, this can ruin your testosterone levels, because your testosterone is made and mostly at night. And if you're not getting that nighttime sleep, if you're getting disrupted because you're getting up periodically to get your prostate, you are interfering with your cell's ability to regenerate. You're interfering with your nighttime erections. You're interfering with your testosterone production. You are interfering with your body's ability to heal. That's why I spend a lot of time on prostate. That's why the bundle has information about the prostate massage, the prostate supplements, which brands do I use? How do you take those brands and leverage them? How do you layer them on each other? What is the process? So one of the bonuses this time actually has to do with prostate and those prostate medications, and what can we do to start to decrease those medications and use some of the supplements instead, and how to have that conversation with the doctor, and what are our doctors not telling us about that medication. Do you know, in most European countries, those medications are last resort? Here in our country, they're first resort, because we're so focused on trying to make money instead of trying to heal people. So I want you to have all of this information so that you become an ultra-informed consumer. So you go into your doctor's office and you know almost more about your erections and blood flow than they do. You'll be educating your doctor, and your doctor will have to get on board and really learn some of these things too. All right?